I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church here in downtown Murfreesboro on the corner of College and Spring. This is your Saturday morning preview of your Sunday morning sermon. Well, last Sunday we finished up our series of sermons looking at the book of James, where we focus on faith lived out. And what does that look like? And through James, we understand that faith needs to be in motion. Faith needs to be at work. Faith needs to be in action. And faith, as Bobby told us last Sunday, also needs to be patient as we face the unknown. Well, I want to kind of take that notion of faith one step further in this new series that we will be doing in September by looking at 4 theological words that kind of put meat on the bone, if you will. Like if you had to talk about faith, like the byproducts of faith or the things that connect us to God through faith, what are those words? And the first word we're going to explore is the word grace. Now, for many of us, grace is a familiar word. I mean, we sing about it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. But grace is really what saves us. Remember, we are saved by the grace of God. So what is grace? Have you ever thought about that? Well, the Greek word charis means unmerited favor. Unmerited favor. And I usually use unmerited love, but it's not just love. It's more than that. It is that God has chosen us. We didn't deserve it. We didn't earn it. We certainly didn't live a life that should earn it. And still, through this unmerited favor, God says, I love you. So this week I started thinking about it. I didn't quite know where I was going to go with the sermon until I started sitting down and writing it. And I started exploring my own understanding of grace. And I want to bring up 2 issues that I think we struggle with grace. First is receiving grace and receiving grace from God. And second, it's giving grace to others. I think we have a hard time receiving grace because of our pride. There's part of us that just doesn't believe we need saving. There's part of us that believes we're doing just fine. There's part of us, even though we say we have faith, we actually probably have more faith in other things than we do in God. And yet, when we can finally push that pride aside, what we realized is just how loved we are. Second issue, it's giving grace. Because remember what grace is. It's unmerited favor. You don't give grace necessarily to someone who does something nice for you, right? Well, somebody did something nice for me and so I was nice to them back. That's not grace. Remember, grace is unmerited favor. We're called to give grace to people who don't deserve our grace. That's hard. Let me say that again. We are called to give grace to people who don't deserve our grace. But I believe that grace that God has given us was never supposed to stop with us. And Jesus says, as God has loved you, so I need you to love one another. So that's what we're going to explore this Sunday. It's beautiful outside. I think it's going to be nice, right? I think it's actually going to be chilly Sunday, as in cold, not the food. So that's it. Shout out to the super fan, Savannah. Keep showing all your friends. Glenn Emery, Melanie Berry, Marcy Richmond. Who else? Who am I missing? Oh, Pippa. All right. We'll see you. Y'all have a good Saturday.